Hey, it's been a good minute since I've made a video, and yeah, I've been meaning to, and today's the day. Oh man, so much to catch up on. But yeah, for those of you on the East Coast like I am, I hope you all are doing okay. Because yeah, it is hot. I don't recall a time in recent years that it's been like close to 100 in June. I'm like, it's not even a week into officially the first day of summer, and we're already in the 90s, and tomorrow's gonna be over 100. I'm just like, for those of y'all don't think global warming is a thing, um, yeah, we're gonna have to disagree, strongly disagree on that, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm like living in my bedroom now because the bedroom's the only place I have air conditioning, and don't mind the lighting because, yeah, this is the only room with air conditioning, and I'm having as few light sources as possible because light can produce heat. And I'm not opening the windows because the heat comes in through the windows. Like, have you ever noticed, like, I'm also on the top floor, but like the heat can penetrate through the windows and it makes it so much hotter. And I'm on the top floor and I live in a city full of concrete. So it's just like, no. And I just took a shower like maybe 10 minutes ago. In 5 minutes, I was dry. My hair is like, oh wow, it's like 50% dry. It's only been like maybe 10 minutes since I stepped out the shower. But yeah, I hope you all are staying safe in this heat. And I know a lot of stuff is going on in the world right now. And yeah, it's interesting times. So, we live in interesting times. I'll just leave it at that because I have no idea what's going to happen today or tomorrow. And yeah, I'm just concerned about how I'm going to vote tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be over 100 degrees. Luckily, my voting poll is less than a 5 minute walk away from my apartment, but it's still going to be hot because I'm still going to try doing the middle of the day because even though it is hot in the middle of the day, polls tend to not be crowded during the middle of the day because most people are working. So yeah, me and my husband were gonna like vote during the day. He's gonna work from home that day. I'm just like, please work from home. And yeah, he has AC in his office. I'm not worried about that. I was concerned about him traveling in this heat because it's just like this is a time of year where fires and blackout happens, and who knows if like subways and things, lose power and get stranded. So I'm just like, please stay safe. So he's gonna stay home tomorrow, work from home. That makes me happy. So yeah, I hope you all are ready to vote. If you all are voting, good job. Even if you aren't really strong in politics, I think it's good to still submit a vote just so your voice is heard in that sense. So you're still taking some type of physical action that your voice is being heard for what you prefer. So, a couple weeks ago, I went to Bashar at a live event, and it was great. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was an adventure getting there, and I'm like thinking, oh, like, I'm like trying not to stress out getting there because it's like I have to take a subway. Then the subways, I got to transfer, and then I got to take a bus and getting off the right place. So I'm just like, okay, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine. It took me about 2 hours to get there, and I'm just thinking during one of my transitions from subways to like buses because going into New Jersey, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm following Google Maps, and something just told me, cool, relax, just follow these people. I was like, okay, just follow these people. Turns out they were also going to the event too, so it all worked out. And yeah, it was really great. Just saw a bunch of different people, and like, ironically, not maybe ironically, I guess synchronistically, um, synchro. You know the word I'm trying to say. But yeah, I actually met someone who is, at the event, and they actually live in my neighborhood. I'm like, dude, yeah, awesome. And it's like, then I met someone else, not in my neighborhood, but like still close by. I'm like, oh wow, like that's like amazing and stuff like that. And we've all had like similar experiences and stuff like that. It was just kind of great to talk about because, it's, with, when you're dealing like with spiritualities, ET, personal development stuff, it's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess it's not considered, socially normal. I don't, it's not the stuff you typically talk about with parties with. Like most of the time, if you're with friends and family, you're talking about other stuff. It's not like this kind of stuff. So it was nice to actually talk to people that like are interested in the same thing as I am, and it's interesting because it's like all our partners was like, yeah, none of them are interested in any of this either. So it was great, and like I have people who I could like meet up with in person, but with how this heat wave is going, I might not meet people until September because it's already going to be over 100 degrees in June. I'm just like, we still got at least 2 solid months. Well, technically three, but September sometimes cools down, sometimes it doesn't. But like July and August tend to be the hottest months, so it's like I got two, maybe at least three, really hot months coming inside. I'm just like, mm, yeah. I already told one of my friends, it's like if someone's gonna be like this, you ain't seeing me till my birthday. Because it what's happened last year. Because it got so hot. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna go outside. And people are like, oh yeah, you can go outside during early in the day and late in the evening. Yeah, I did that last year. We're gonna see how that pans out this year. But right now, it's like no, no, no. I am not messing with 100+ degree weather with really high humidity. Nope, nope, not the peak of the day. No, and I shifted my sleeping schedule because I'm cooking more at night, like roasting chicken, like where I'm using the oven. So it's like, yeah, that's so the house is warm when I'm cooking. So it's like, because, ovens produce heat and stuff like that. And it's just like, I will do that in the middle of the night because we're not really in the kitchen. We're not really that part of the house. So during the day, it's not so bad because I was cooking last night. I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad. Then I wake up, I'm walking. I'm like, oh, this would have been really bad if I started cooking now. It being like the extra hot. So I'm like, I'm really grateful. So it's like I have a whole chicken. I shredded a whole chicken. Saving the bones for broth that I'll either make sometimes in the fall, or if I want it sooner, I'll bust out my Instapot, which I was able to get a replacement Instapot for free, which I'm happy. Thank you. I'm so happy about that because I couldn't believe I like damaged my other one. I'm like, no. So I was able to get another one. So I'm super happy about that. And yeah, you know, I, summer is not my favorite time of year, at least here where I am, because it's hot and humid. Like if I was somewhere tropical, it would probably be different because it's like you have the ocean breeze, or just living somewhere else where I lived and had central air. Not a big deal. I'm just like, I'm just appreciative of other. I'm allowing myself to be appreciative of other things, such as showers. The shower was great, and like I appreciate while I was in the shower, just that grounding element and the the water cooling me down. And now it's 5 minutes later, I'm in front of the fan because all the water has gone. But it's like just being appreciative of things. I'm grateful that I at least have an air conditioner because I know there's some people who don't, and I'm just like, well, for me, it's a necessity, especially being on the top floor. Whew, it gets hot. And I'm just so grateful. And my cat, she's just like, all she's done basically is lie down like the whole day. Like, I see her on the floor. This is one of the few times she's actually on the bed because it's just been very, very hot. And this is just, I'm taking this time as like, this is just the time to just slow down and like rest up because it's like, yeah, if even if you look at animals in the wild, like at a certain point, it gets so hot that nobody wants to do anything unless you absolutely have to. Like, I remember seeing stuff where, you know, once it gets so hot, like there's a drought in the desert, the lions, they're not even trying to hunt anymore. Everyone is just chill, just getting water because there's so little water around because it's so hot. Nobody is trying to, you know, kill anything for food. Like everyone's just focused on water. That's like where you see the gazelles. Nobody's worried about being hunted and died. Like everyone's just there for water. And that sometimes you just have to, you need those moments to get into that mindset where it's just like, all this other stuff isn't important right now. Like water. And like we need water a lot more than we need food. And yeah, because you will die a lot faster without water than without food. And so even animals know that. And, I'm just taking this time to like really, really, really slow down because I'm just like, people already know I live in the air conditioning right now because it's just too hot. And in a couple days, it'll cool down, it'll rain, and it'll be glorious. I'll be back outside. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna take this time to just slow down and rest up, and my sleeping habits will recalibrate because I'm doing the sleeping pattern that works best for me right now in this moment because I need to cook at night so I don't have to heat up stuff as much during the day because it just is it's too hot. It's too hot. And and it's the time where it's like eating cooler foods like salads and things, but it's like I need meat with my salads. I need meat. So that's why I roasted a chicken so I can add chicken to it and stuff like that. So yeah. um I don't know what else to say, so I guess this is it right now. And thanks so much for checking in on me and coming to visit because, yeah, this is probably the most visiting I'm going to be doing for a little while, especially if most of summer keeps up like this. I might just end up making more videos because, yeah, if summer's going to be over 100 throughout like the whole time, like 90s and 100s, I might make more videos to interact with people because yeah, once it gets hot, I become a hermit. All right, I will see you guys soon and have a good one. Okay, bye.